Uncut Gems presents us with a central character that is a total mess. Howard Ratner is a Jewish businessman who trades in jewellery. However, he is not content with the success of running his own business, gambling at every opportunity in the hopes of scoring big. He also neglects his responsibilities as a husband and a father, cheating on his wife with one of his employees and allowing his own son to be drawn into his gambling habit. He has given himself over to the idols of sex and money. The film works as a brilliant illustration of many of the teachings that can be found in the letter written by Paul to the early church in Corinth. In 1 Corinthians, Paul is warning new Christians to avoid the temptations of sexual immorality and false idolatry. Referring specifically to these two things, he says, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it." We see this with Howard Ratner multiple times throughout the film. He is about to head to his city apartment to be with a woman who is not his wife. Rather than seeing this as a chance to be with his wife and make her the priority, he continues to chase the idol of sexual immorality and sets his heart and mind to committing adultery once more. Later on in the film, Howard is presented with the opportunity to make just enough money to pay off all the people he is indebted to, when he puts an uncut diamond he has in his possession up for auction. You might say that God has presented him with a way out, a chance to break free from the troubles of gambling and start afresh. But Howard does not take this way out. Instead, he continues to chase the false idol of money, which only serves to push him even further into debt. It's interesting that the makers of the film, Josh and Benny Safdie, chose to make the character of Howard Ratner Jewish. Paul, the writer of Corinthians, was also a Jew. He knew all too well what it meant to live a life of religion rather than faith. Religious behaviour does not bring us closer to God if the heart is not led by faith in Him. We see this with Howard during a family dinner in which Howard goes through the motions of religious behaviour. But his heart is not led by faith, and so he is so easily distracted by the idols of sex and money. What's more, he is a stumbling block to his son, who bears witness to his father's behaviour. In chapter 8 of 1 Corinthians, Paul warns mature Christians against eating food in the pagan temples that may have been sacrificed to false gods. Not because those gods are real or have any power, but because a younger, less knowledgeable person in the Christian faith might see that person eating the food and misinterpret the behaviour as being a form of worship to the false gods. It could, in turn, lead the younger Christian into false idolatry. You can easily apply this teaching to the relationship in Uncut Gems that Howard has with his son. Howard presents the practices of his so-called faith to his son over the dinner table, but then leads the boy down the path of gambling by completely setting the wrong example.
About to win money. Jason's about to pay me $25 for the first half. Double that up. Last half, we might get $50.
I bet a lot of money on this one.
Really? How much?
It's for this reason that Paul says, "Therefore, if what I eat causes my brother or sister to fall into sin, I will never eat meat again, so that I will not cause them to fall." If Howard does not wish for his son to fall into the same cycle of gambling behaviour and sexually promiscuous relationships, he should stop doing it so that he will not cause his son to fall. What idols do you have in your life? How do you present them to other people? Could that presentation be harmful to those with less knowledge than you? Those who might look to you as an example? Are you ready to let go of those idols if it means protecting those around you?